Sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
It's Grizzlies ball. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Misses the first.
Make it count. You got it, man.
No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Durant, down low for Davis. Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Jaren Jackson.
Left. Hand up.
And the rebound pulled down by Davis. To Thompson. Fires the three. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Jackson. Lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Dwight Howard, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Josh Jackson, guarded by Klay Thompson. To Jaren Jackson. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Kevin Durant with the rock. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Jaren Jackson with the dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. James to Leonard.
Watch cutter.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. To Valanciunas. Shot from the lane won't go. Anthony Davis with a piece. Make that 7. LeBron James snatching it out of the air.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to...
And a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
To Jaren Jackson. Won't go down. Harden to James. Gets it in the left corner. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
Not that time. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Leonard. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Shot clock violation.
Coming right back to you.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Yeah, me and you, 90 feet. Let's go. What you got? What you got?
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Dwight Howard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
James, deep left corner. 5 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Watch out, screen coming, screen coming. Watch out.
Screen coming. To Howard. Got it.
Buckets.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Harden to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throws good. Add 1 more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Holiday in possession. He'll run the offense. To Valanciunas. The drive, right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. Harden into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Kevin Durant swats it. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Valanciunas.
Hey, left.
To Howard. Kevin Durant pins it.
Get open, get open.
And count the basket.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
James to Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Here comes the screen. Anderson to Howard. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. 8 now.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Fires the 3. Irving the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Howard. Takes stock of the floor. From the outside, no good. To James. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Howard. You've got to get that one to go. Durant to Irving.
That's me. I got ball.
Cashes in for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Kyle Anderson.
Screen coming left. Screen coming.
LeBron James with the block. It's James Harden once again.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
My ball here. My ball.
I got ball.
Deep three at the buzzer.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The West put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the West. The Grizzlies seem to lose their edge.
Game track. Defense.
The West All-Stars put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
Anthony Davis was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The West All-Stars put their opponents away in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine